Hi, I'm Imogen Lamport from 16 Style Types, and I'm here with my co-creator, Jill Chivers, and a lovely member of our online membership program, which is called Your Type of Style, Unlocking Your Style DNA, which is all about helping you understand the relationship your psychological type has to your style. And so today we wanted to have a quick chat with Leigh to get some of her experiences that she can share what she's learned from the program. Welcome, Leigh.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great. Fantastic. So can you tell us what were some of your biggest takeaways from the program?
Well, I think the type learning in and of itself was a tremendous takeaway for me and a real value. And it's helped me well beyond style, just in terms of everyday life and understanding people who are not quite like me and people who are like me and how that all works together. So for me, that actually was a really sort of unexpected and pleasant value that I got out of the program.
Yeah. Were there any particular takeaways, any concrete takeaways or practical takeaways or things that you changed as a result of participating in the program, either related to style or broader than that?
Well, I think one thing that I found kind of interesting is that as an ESTJ, we're really, we're focused on the facts and we do really good at adopting style rules. And we kind of get all those pieces together, but it's the style expression, I think, where we fall a little flat. It's kind of like if you were writing a novel and you had, you have great sentence structure and your grammar's all good, but is the story interesting? And so for me, it was sort of translating, yes, I wear this kind of color and this sort of contrast and these kinds of styles, but how does it really express myself? And so that, I think, was a really important piece that came out of doing all the work in the program and really defining my style recipe and kind of getting that, really understanding what that was. And before, it always seemed like this kind of nebulous concept, and now it's like it's very understandable.
Yeah.
Did you have any particular aha moments where you went, oh my God, that was just like a light bulb going on during the program?
Actually, I think I felt like I had several aha moments, and some of it is just, learning, like, why do I do things that way, or why do I keep coming back to this? And it's just because that's who I am. And for me, like, for instance, I score real high on classic, but understanding that my interpretation of classic and how I portray that may not be the same as somebody else's, and that, I think like I said, it's beyond that sort of cookie cutter approach, and it's really what works for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So as an ESTJ woman, is there anything that you would say, if you were sitting with a group of other ESTJ women and they're saying, we're thinking of doing this program, what would we get out of it, based on our type? What would you say?
Well, I think as an ESTJ, I mean, like I said, we like things to be very clear cut and explained well. And I think the program is so well laid out that it flows really, really well. It's very logical. But that kind of deeper knowledge and understanding, I think, is really, really key. And it's very satisfying and gratifying to sort of have that. And the other thing I think too is that, ESTJs, sometimes we're not, how would I put this? We're not always like the nice type, people don't think of us as nice type, but it actually confirms that we have value within the style group as a whole. And I really felt like I had a good connection with my other style sisters, and some surprising connections. I mean, some people who I thought, well, normally I wouldn't think I'd get along with that type, and actually I do.
Yeah.
And finding some common ground, and I thought that was really a wonderful piece to the program as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how has doing the program actually changed maybe how you, shop, wardrobe, get dressed, any of those kind of style things? What's actually changed for you with your style after doing this program?
Well, I think having all of the play shops really, for me, kind of taught me that I needed to be doing that on a more regular basis, and that was a really helpful tool to sort of nail down what it is I liked and didn't like. The other thing I find is that when I go out and I go shopping, I'm less inclined to sort of get distracted by things that are out there, and I'm really able to sort of focus on and look in and sort of take in, like, is this what I want to wear? Is this a look I'm looking for? And at the same time, be open to maybe some new iterations of that look, but really like tailor that down. So I feel like I'm making, I'm bringing home less poor choices, and and if I do bring home things, I'm able to really evaluate quickly, like, is this a keeper or not? And I never would have returned anything before. I would have bought it, come home, put it in my closet, and away we went. But now I actually do return things, and I find I'm, evaluating things a little more critically when I'm buying. So it's definitely helps with my economical value in that aspect.
And sounds also like you're really using your type, that evaluating function, using thinking dominant function there, and employing that, relying on that. That is your sort of go-to function there. It sounds like you've really grasped that and you're using that.
Yeah, and I think that it helps make sense when you understand your function stack and how that works, and how you can use your strengths, and everyone has different strengths, and there's nothing wrong with using the ones that you have.
And a whole stack that's right with it as well. Yeah.
Right.
Was there anything that surprised you that you weren't expecting, and it was included, or it was a part of your experience, either inside the style arena or more broadly?
Well, one of the things that surprised me was working with the other style sisters going through the program, and how much I really got out of that. I tend to be sort of an independent person, and I kind of do all my research on myself, and so really using their different perspective really gave me a lot of insight, and I really appreciated that. And so it was kind of surprising. I didn't expect that, but I really learned a lot from seeing things through somebody else's eyes and their viewpoint. That really was helpful to me.
Yeah, it's amazing the different perspectives that others can have, and it just can be like night and day to how we look at things, and yet so much value. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Well, and things that we might just miss, because we just don't think about it in that way, and just adds a fuller understanding.
Absolutely.
And I remember that some of your gifts things you shared, other people found really enlightening as well.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the best things is it's a real two-way process. That I remember in the style pillars, which is part of module 2. That you really, shared some stuff that others found really useful and a different way of thinking about it. So, so as much as you may have got from others, other people got a lot from having you in the program as well.
Yeah, well, us STs, we like to organize things, so we have that down pat, so that's always helpful. And anyways, yeah.
Is there anything else that you found particularly useful or beneficial from the program?
I just think it's such a well-rounded program, and I mean, like I said, if you want to get beyond just the rules and you really want to have a unique and defining style for yourself, I just think there's no better way to do that, because you're being true to who you are, and developing your style, but also kind of within parameters. So, I mean, just because I'm an ESTJ, no two ESTJs are alike. Just like, I'm an intriguing color palette, no two intriguings are quite exactly the same. And so I just think that personalization and really getting something that's tailored for you as an individual, I think that's really valuable.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Leigh. Thank you for being a part of the testing of this program, the pilot of it, and all that you contributed. I absolutely agree with what Imogen said. The value was definitely two-way. Your contributions to the group were fantastic, above and beyond. And your grasp of the type concepts was really excellent. And I'm sure that's a result of the effort that you put into that. So it was just a blessing to have you be part of the pilot program. And thank you for your time here and sharing your experiences.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I know we were all like super excited every time a module would drop, and everyone was just like, well, let's get into it and get going. And so, it's kind of fun to have something that's exciting that you're looking forward to each time it comes. So,
yeah.
Thank you so much, Leigh.
Yeah, and thanks both of you guys for all your hard work in this program. I mean, it's really, I wish other people would adapt this type of program to different things, like your type and, even grocery shopping or, whatever, there's just so many applications. And I think you guys have done really fantastic work here, and we all appreciate it.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, guys.